Tears in the booty hole.
Tears.
Tears in the booty hole.
Tears.
Tears in the booty
Tears.
hole.
Tears.
Tears in the booty hole.
Wild Til 9! Are you ready?
Yep, let's go home. Welcome back to a very special edition of Wild Til 9 because
Because on shop.lauradiy.com right now, all merch is 50% off. That includes tie-dye kits while supplies last. Is that why it's a special day? You gave me the mic, so I took it.
no,
You gave me the space, so I ran with it.
I'm wearing shorts.
Oh, you're not a short. Have you not worn shorts before on the pod?
It's been a while. Summer's upon us.
Great socks.
I'm looking, well, I say the brand, but they haven't sponsored us. And I'm pretty sure that they thought about sponsoring us.
Oh, they did. And we never
Yeah.
heard back from them.
Funny how that
That's
works.
my favorite sock brand. I'm going to be honest.
Stop, lock, and drop it.
Stop, lock, and drop it.
And after you're done with that, subscribe to the pod. Throw us a like. My new favorite review. Someone, a Tilly from India.
An ex-Tilly.
Yeah. You would, this is truly just a work of art. We had ex Tilly, on Apple, good old Apple, gave us a glorious review.
Yeah.
And I just want to call it out right now.
Okay,
because
yeah, read
I
it to us.
appreciate
Give it to
them.
us.
The title is, Stop. So many ads.
Is there punctuation in there or no punctuation?
No, but there should have been.
Okay.
Actually, the punctuation is, stop. So many ads. Because they're
Right.
screaming at all caps.
That's how I also read it. Okay.
Guys, stop with so many brand deals in one episode. It's so annoying. I love the podcast, but sorry, I can't watch it anymore. To which I say two things. One, why would we stop if you're not going to watch anymore? And two, I've got to make this coin. I've got to make this money.
Gotta make that bag.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah. Also, too, I wonder if they listen to any other podcasts or maybe they only watch YouTube and they're like, oh shit, ads.
Do you think that we have more ads than most podcasts?
No, we don't. That's why I wonder if they don't listen to podcasts.
Right. Like we by no means accept every ad offer. Although I would love to. There's some are just like, no,
It's not it.
Ain't for us.
It's not it.
Ain't for us.
It is not it.
If it wasn't probably a huge breach of our contract and violation, I would love to go through some of the ads that are like, we'd like to, do.
Are we not allowed to do that? You don't think?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
That'd be a big old breach of trust. It really is tough because like I actually, it's really not that tough. Neither of us have really ever put making money on this podcast first, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Me probably more so than you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it is a business. I just don't think of it like that. I wish I felt more like, I honestly feel worse that like we didn't find the sweet spot for ads or we would pick the wrong ads or whatever than like, oh, we should do less ads. It's like, oh, we just didn't like make the content interesting enough to be worth the ads. That's what I'm hearing.
That actually hurts my heart more, I think.
I know.
Yeah, that makes me feel sad.
Well, if one, insert ad here is too much to listen to us for an hour, then like shit, our content must not be that good.
That makes me super sad. Let's move on to the next topic. You're hurting my heart.
No,
You're hurting my feelings.
Listen.
You're hurting my feelings.
This is, I hate to tell you guys, but you've stumbled on the best episode yet.
This is it.
We're talking about kids.
Oh my God.
Other people's kids.
Other people's
Not our
kids,
kids.
not our kids.
Not anywhere close to our kids.
Super not close to our kids. And Mom DIY is punching the air right now.
In excitement.
Other
people's kids.
No, I don't know.
OPK.
Oh, PK, others people's kids. People's kids.
So we went to a birthday party this weekend. It was a rager. It was catered. There was a view of the Hollywood Hills overlooking into the valley. There was a beautiful array of beverages and snackos.
Great
and
margarita.
guests. The guests were very talented. And the person of interest, the person of the hour was two.
Leo.
Shout out Leo.
Shout out Leo. Leo had the most lit birthday party that I've been to in a very long time.
Actually, shout out Rachel.
Shout out
Leo's
Rachel.
mother.
Yes.
And then Jake.
And then Jake, Leo's
Wait,
father.
no, sorry. Shout out Rachel and
Yes.
Leo.
Yes.
And then Jake.
And then Jake. Yes.
It's not that we don't love Jake Udell. He's just, when you're compared to Rachel and Leo.
It's not. Yeah. Leo had a jump and bounce, which actually was cheaper to buy than it was to rent. So now they're stuck with that jump and bounce, which has pros and cons.
What are you? Jump and bounce?
Jump and bounce? Like a bounce house?
Okay, yeah.
A jump and bounce? Is that not what you call them? What do you call them?
Jump and jamboree.
What's a fucking jump and jamboree?
I don't know, jump and bounce.
That's what they're called, a jump and bounce.
I want to jump and jamboree.
Okay, so anyway, so we had a jump and bounce,
Which
a
is
little
a giant
slide,
inflatable
that
you
bounce
literally jump
slide
up. Yeah.
thingy, yeah. And then they have a really cute pool that's just like always there. They had a sandbox that was new as well.
They had a pool installed for the occasion.
Right, for the occasion. They had a sandbox. There was, he got one of those like automatic driving car things for kids, like those kid cars.
Yeah, his was a little bit nicer than the Little Tykes version that I had as a child.
Mine was the one that you just got pushed around with my parents.
Yeah,
like,
and there's two versions of this. There's one that you go, and you make the noise yourself, and this one that actually was electric.
yeah. One of my neighbors had them, and one of my neighbors, so it was a family of 3 kids, and they had.
Is the bull terrier neighbor?
No, that was Buster. Love Buster.
Love Buster. Rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. It was my neighbor who I was super close. Oh, Andy the Fish. Andy the Fish from another episode. This was his house. They had one of those.
Have I watched this episode?
Yes, it was 2 episodes ago. His house, Andy the Fish's house, had I think it was a Jeep, but they had one of those electric cars. And like when we were kids, like that shit was like fire. Like I didn't know anyone else that had one of those.
Yeah.
And I remember that we got in so much trouble because we drove it across the street, and that was like the one rule of this electric car, that you could not drive it across the street. Ooh. And I think it died or something in the middle of the street, and like that's how we got, because then we were all got caught like pushing it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leo's though, which I feel like is a really good upgrade that like was necessary, is that they had the remote control that the parent gets to hold.
Right.
And so I think that there was a Leo driving, a mother driving, Rachel driving on her little thing.
Every adult around it going, no, Leo, not off the side of the hill.
Not off the side of the hill.
Yeah.
Not over the guest's toes. And it was very cute, but he was so like, what are they going to do for birthday number 3? Like how could it possibly get better than birthday number 2?
Fortunately, I'm not sure Leo was going to remember birthday number 2 by 3, nor do I think he remembers it actually by now either.
Yeah.
When does like long-term memory begin to like come into play as a child?
Kick in.
Yeah.
One of the earliest birthday parties that I can think of, and I don't know what order they came in. So I had a Barney birthday party, which is a little terrifying now that I think back to it, but Barney did come to my birthday.
You're kidding.
No, Barney came. Barney came. The Barney, the dinosaur.
Bernardal. He came?
Yeah. I don't think, what was the yellow one's name again? Bebop?
Not sure.
Bebop?
I was a big Barney fan though.
Yeah, big Barney fan too. Barney came to my birthday. And so now I'm like, ooh, what like sweaty old man was under that Barney thing that was at my birthday hugging me? Like, I don't know about that.
Barney was there.
Barney was there. Barney was in attendance. And then I also had a tea party birthday that was very cute in the backyard. And we all got like little frilly dresses and stuff.
Did Dad dress up in a frilly dress?
No, he did not.
Okay.
So I had a tea party. I had a Barney one. I'm sure my mom will text me with all of the other themed birthday parties that I had later on in life. But I definitely had like lots of like, is it tie-dye? Maybe the tie-dye birthday? I definitely had a movie theater birthday where I saw Master of Disguise.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a little bit older.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that would have been probably like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I think the Barney birthday is the earliest one that I can remember. And I don't know if I remember it because I've seen photos or if I actually remember it, you know?
Genuinely, I can't name one birthday that I had as a child, but I know my mother threw me birthdays.
Oh, I feel Donna would go in on birthdays.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I can't really remember what, which is like, Donna's a good host, but not a good party planner. There's a difference. There's a difference.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
I'm going to my first bar mitzvah this weekend.
Mazel.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And so it's actually our good friend Corn Diddy, Zach Kornfeld of the Cabo Vacation, of the Try Guys, of Fiancé, of Maggie Bustamante. He's having a backwards bar mitzvah. So he's turning 31 this year. And so backwards bar mitzvah. I don't think I actually knew that your bar mitzvah is when you turn 13. I just didn't really have any Jewish friends growing up. So I've never been to one.
I don't think I met a Jewish person until I was, whenever I moved to LA.
Really?
Yeah. That's not true, but like generally speaking, I didn't have any close Jewish friends. I also went to like a Lutheran high school.
Right.
Not that many people were Lutheran. It was just like,
yeah. I mean, I went to public school. I went to public school forever, and so I'm surprised that I didn't have any Jewish friends. Also, did you see in the invite that the attire is bar mitzvah cocktail attire?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that encapsulates, but I'm excited to broaden as someone who's recently become Jewish and has been Jewish,
Oh my God. Jeremy has been 0.01% Jewish for like 2 months of his life. Also, I love that we can talk about this because this is coming out after his bar mitzvah. So I was thinking of different presents for Zach because he's a special guy and I feel like you can't just like go and like get him a sweater or something. So what I want to do is Zach took this incredible picture in Cabo where he had this frog hat on. He was in the pool. Incredible photo.
Right.
I want to get that printed with like some really, I want to get it like blinged out on a hat that has corn diddy underneath of it. Because originally I was looking at getting, you know, like those chunky diamond encrusted chains that like can say like I think of like Ice Cube, the rapper, and he had like big blingy chain, right? So I wanted to get big bling that had corn diddy on it because I think Zach would think that's fucking hilarious. But we have to go to the party in 6 days. And so I already looked online. You can't get custom bling made in 6 days. I really, really looked and I really tried. Found one spot that wasn't great. And it was like you could only do 6 letters tops, and corn diddy is KOORDID.
Why don't you just do corn?
Because then is it Ken the Corgis chain? Like you don't know. It needs to be corn diddy. And I don't want a chain that says Zach. Like that's boring.
So why don't you get one that says corn and one that says diddy?
I thought about that in 2 chains. It was just like not nice enough. So anyway.
You say 2 chains.
2 chains, corn diddy, corns and ditties.
Nope.
And so I want to do the chain because I think that Zach would think that's so funny and it's so extra because like.
And call Icebox.
I really thought about it. Honestly, I was going to post on my story and just be like, I do follow Ben Baller on Twitter. Like I wonder, but then the budget is not Ben Baller.
Yeah.
Level.
We're not balling on Ben
Baller's
budget. Ben Baller's budget.
Balling on Ben Baller's
Ben Baller's bulge.
Balling on Ben Baller's budget.
Shout out Ben Baller. Would love to have you on the pod. I know you're not going to come, but I'd love to have you. He's got kids, right?
He does have kids.
Maybe they're fans of something that you've done
In the past.
and that's the way we'll hook. Wow, you could show up at their birthday.
Right.
And in exchange, he shows up on our podcast.
Oh, is there no exchange of a bling? I thought that was the whole point. That like I would go to the birthday and I would get the bling.
Not bought in on that idea at all.
Okay, so anyway, that was my original idea. But now I want to get like a really fun hat made because Zach does love a good dad hat, or maybe even a trucker hat because I've been really into trucker
Do I have
hat
to wear a
things.
yarmulke to this occasion?
No. Why would you have to wear a yarmulke?
It isn't it bar mitzvah attire?
Yeah, but you're not Jewish.
I think everyone just wears them.
Really?
I think.
I don't think so. We've got some homework to do.
We have so much homework to do.
And this won't go live, and so we can't rely on the Tillies. Yeah, that stuff.
If you're Jewish and you're a Tilly, can you just, say so below?
I was going to say, what emoji do you want them to say?
Yeah, I was going to try and think of something. It lost me.
Okay.
It lost me.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's my plan is I want to do a really fun, custom, blinged out corn diddy in a frog hat.
Right.
Yeah.
Birthdays are weird because they are this huge thing when you're young, and then they become this huge thing when you're older for different reasons. And I think it's like the middle years where they kind of get lost.
Are we in the middle years right now?
Yes. No one cares about our birthdays.
Yeah.
Because we're just like, oh, you're over 21 and aren't turning like dirty 30. Okay, great.
Yeah, you're so right. Everything between 20, well, in Canada, everything between like 19 and 30 is whatever. And for you, 21 and 30, I guess.
Right. I think at one point in time, you get cheaper insurance. I believe that's 25. And then at 26, you get kicked off your parents' insurance. So there's only 2 things.
That is literally the most wild concept I've ever heard. I got kicked off my parents' insurance the moment I moved out when I was 18.
Wait, huh?
Like I wasn't allowed to be on my parents' insurance as like the day I moved out when I was 18. Yeah, I was kicked off right at 18 when I moved out. That was it.
Yeah, I guess I was never kicked off because I went onto my own by the time I got to 26.
I mean, all of my friends were like that too. It blows my mind.
Yeah. Is something interfering with you reaching your full potential and living your best life? We want all our Tillies to be the happiest they can be, which is why I love today's sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is here to, help by assessing your needs and matching you with your own licensed professional therapist.
BetterHelp is such a great go-to when you are feeling like you need to talk to someone, but leaving the house and sitting in an uncomfortable waiting room sounds like the last thing you need. Honestly, I don't know when there's a scenario when that is something that you need, is sitting in the uncomfortable waiting room. It's just not it for anyone at any time.
Great observation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a professional at this point. Once matched with your counselor, you can send them a message at any time, as well as schedule weekly video or phone sessions.
BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. Another thing we love about BetterHelp is that they are committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. Plus, it's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and they even offer financial aid.
We want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/WT9. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/WT9. As I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate items that are made of the best quality and will last me a long time. RIP Forever 21 purses that lasted like one night out. Especially when it comes to bags, accessories, and clothing that you wear every day. That's why I love Kuyana. Kuyana is a San Francisco-based brand that encourages customers to purchase fewer but better quality pieces that you'll love and treasure for years to come.
Kuyana has been making pieces for 10 years now, and their leather bags are timeless, functional, and versatile for all occasions. So, work, going out, weekends, all your outings as we re-enter the world. I know Lauren has been loving the leather travel case set.
And I'm about to travel. I'm about to do it. I'm about to travel with my Kuyana leather travel case.
And without me.
And without you.
And without Moose. But you got your Kuyana.
But I got my Kuyana. I do have my Kuyana. It's been so helpful when packing and helps me keep my toiletries and makeup organized inside of my suitcase. An absolute lifesaver for someone like me who's kind of an anxious traveler. Kuyana is for women and founded by 2 women who share the vision of offering environmentally conscious products that will stand the test of time, both quality and style-wise.
Kuyana never goes on sale, but as a special offer, our listeners, aka the Tillies, receive 10% off your first order of over $150 plus free shipping. So visit Kuyana.com/wild to get your individual code. That's CUYANA.com/wild. Start shopping fewer, better at Kuyana.com/wild.
I am going to be without you for my birthday. I'm going to be surrounded by family. I'm very excited about it. But I will be without you and Moose on my birthday this year. Yep. I am finally going back to Canada. I'm so excited. And so I am going back on the 5th. And the Canadian border has officially allowed fully vaccinated Americans to go to Canada, but not until August 9th. So Jeremy and Moose will be holding down the fort in LA while I go back for almost 10 days.
We're throwing ragers every day here.
You and Bubbies?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Ragers.
Jeremy has agreed that I can set up the Furbo camera so that I can have Bubby's cam during the day because I know that Jeremy's not going to want to FaceTime me with Bubby's the amount that I would like to FaceTime with Bubby's. And so I'm going to set the Furbo camera up in the living room and then so that I can have during the day Bubby's cam.
Lauren definitely likes to check in on the dog as much as possible.
I mean, just think about Mexico.
Right.
Yeah. Every hour of every day I was looking at Bubby's.
Yeah.
And so we're doing everyone a favor by giving me a Furbo cam.
Yeah. We'll see how long that lasts, but yeah.
Why?
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you mean?
We'll find out.
I'm not going to launch any treats.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to look at him.
I know.
And I literally, even if he's just laying there, I just want to look at him.
Yeah, I know.
And also my family would love Bubby's cam.
Right. Let's go back to 2-year-old's birthday party.
Okay.
So, at what point?
Wait, hang on. No, I want to talk about my birthday. What are you getting me for my birthday?
Well, I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
It's a plan.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a thought.
You don't need a plan. I already made plans for my own birthday.
Right. What to get the girl that has everything? Not sure. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you want for your birthday?
I don't know. Something sentimental.
Okay.
Or, I mean, even when you give me something nice, it's just like more special when it comes from you.
Right. What, see, like now my mother has specifically requested I don't get her anything for her birthday.
Yeah.
When do we go there with you?
Oh, it's not for you. Never.
Yeah.
Yeah. My family, I told my family don't get me anything. I just want to be home.
So I'm the only one that has to get you a present?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can handle that. I enjoy giving gifts. That's not something like I dread.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what you get me.
You're a little more difficult because it's hard to get you anything.
You should be creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I booked a little LA staycation when we get back so that we can have birthday celebrations. So it'll be like a few days late, but whatever.
Birthday celebrations. Sorry, I'm stupid. Anyway, let's move on. Coitus.
2-year-old birthday party.
Jeremiah.
Huh?
Birthday sex?
Oh, Jeremiah. I was like, did you just call yourself Jeremiah? I was like,
no.
Got
No.
it. Got it.
No, I didn't.
Got it.
I didn't. Do you want a party?
Not really.
Oh, thank God.
No, because then I have to host, and I feel like we just did a bunch of hosty things.
Well, let's say you didn't have to host.
Yeah, but is it still here?
Could be.
No.
not here?
I don't know. I'm turning 28. Like, I just like, whatever.
You've complained about turning 28 since the day you turned 27.
I know. Everything honestly, everything now is downhill.
You really are like hitting this weird place at 28. I feel like it's impacting you more than 27 did.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
I've never really understood you, or I've never felt that you were complaining about your age.
Mm-hmm.
Not complaining. Genuinely, an age was impacting your actual like perspective on your life, like 28 has.
I mean, I don't think it's specifically 28. I think it's just getting 1 year older. Here's the thing is that, and I feel like all women who want children at some point probably face this same kind of fucking pressure. One of my friends on Instagram just did this massive post about it. And I think it's something that's very shared amongst so many females, is just that like you are on a literal ticking reproductive clock, and that shit is so stressful.
Okay.
Like that shit is so stressful. And you start working backwards in your head. Like as much as people say like, oh, I don't want a timeline. It's like there is literal science holding you to somewhat of a timeline.
Kind of. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like it's like a weird mental gymnastics.
But like how many more years do you feel like you got there really?
I mean, here's the thing too, is that like, even if you're fertile, right, up until 35, and everyone always says that like you can very much get pregnant at 35. Like it just is so very much proven that it is easier to get pregnant when you're younger, and your body bounces back faster when you're younger.
Right.
And I feel so far away from wanting kids.
Right.
But I'm still getting older. That's the issue. Like the delta's not closing here as I feel like it should be. And so it's freaking me the fuck out.
Maybe you don't want kids.
No, I want kid.
Okay.
I want kid.
Okay.
But
then what are you worried about then?
I'm worried about like turning 31 and still not wanting kid.
Okay. And so what happens if you turn 31 and you don't want a kid?
But I do want kid. No, sorry. Hang on. Let me rephrase that. I'm scared about turning 31 and wanting kid, but not feeling ready for kid.
Okay. Ready.
And I know that everyone always says that like you'll never be ready for a kid. Like you'll never feel ready to have a kid. And so that probably like just means that like, okay, if I don't know. See, it freaks me out. Freaks me the fuck out.
But what do you mean ready?
Like in a place where I'm career-wise ready to do that, or you're career-wise. Like if you and I continue on this trajectory and we have kid and want kid, like you work 14 hours a day. So like we could not have kid under those circumstances.
Right.
So it's like everything just needs to be ready. As ready as you could be. I don't know. And again, like that's what I mean. Like there's no, okay, green light. You've checked all the boxes. You're now ready to have kid.
Yeah. You worrying about this shit way too much.
Bitch, you're not on an ovulation time clock here.
No, but if you were pregnant tomorrow, I'd figure out how to adjust my schedule to have a kid. You just would.
Yeah, but I don't want that tomorrow.
I don't want that either. What I'm saying is like, if the option was taken away from me to not have children as of, 9 months from now, like, okay, well, that's what we're doing.
If the option, so then
like if I had to have a kid in 9 months from now, okay, that's what we're doing. I got 9 months to figure out how to get my schedule in order so that I can have the kid.
Oh God, you see, that all stresses me out so much.
Oh, what else stresses you out to the level that a child does?
Oh my God, I feel like we had such a fun pod planned, and then now things are just getting somber.
I know.
I had a weird day today. I don't know if I'm in the proper mindset to go through this.
You had a weird today? Do you want to share your weird day? No. Okay.
Not particularly. No.
All right. Got it.
I think the only two things that stress me out on both sides of that spectrum, kind of like somewhat related, is that like having kid and also my parents getting older.
Okay. Well, one of those you're very in control of.
Right.
Right.
And the other one you're not. So I'm like, what stresses me out to that same level? The other one.
Okay, but are you one of those people that gets more stressed out about things that you are in control of or are not in control of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Got it.
Yes.
Which one do you think stresses me more? Which one do you think stresses me out more?
I mean, do you want to dive into a whole family-related therapy session for your life, or like? Because I'm actually not sure.
No, I don't want to do that. But
okay.
If you wanted to answer the question, that'd be cool.
I think probably kid for you.
Oh, Oh, I was saying more generally. Was the things that stress me out more things that I am in control of or things that I'm not in control of?
Oh, I thought you meant is my family getting older or the kid situation. I thought there's
neither of those things stress me out, actually.
Got it.
Neither of those.
That's why I was like, okay, like how deep you want to get here with your issues.
No,
okay.
your parents are going to get older. And fortunately, they're both in great shape, so it's fine. And my mother's going to get older. She's fine. And the kid will come.
Oh, God, it's all so stressful.
We've been practicing. We're getting pretty good at it.
With bubbies? I wipe butts twice a day.
Sex. But yeah, that too.
Who was telling me this? No, this is related. My friend who is his wife is pregnant. And he was saying how it's just like such a crazy, weird feeling to go your entire life like being so insane about not getting pregnant. And then you
Flipping
just
the
like
script.
flip the switch and you're like, all I want to do is get pregnant. And they like not struggle with fertility, but it took them longer than they wanted to at ages like 26.
Yeah. I mean, I think at any point in time you like are trying to have a kid, you're not having one. It's like you feel like you're struggling.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, there's a few people on social media right now that I follow that are going through like either fucking everyone's having babies because people were just out here having quarantine sessy time and are now spawning
quarantine segs
and are now spawning offspring. And
yeah, you're not ready for kids. Yeah.
And then the other half, I feel like, are trying to get pregnant right now, probably because they're seeing all of social media spawning these offspring and they're struggling with fertility issues.
Yeah. It's stressful up in that brain of yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? This is nothing new. We know it's stressful up here. So I take so many naps a day.
Back to the children that are turning ages of sorts. It's funny talking to when we go to these parties that are, I think like the next level age group up from us, which is really only a few years. But the difference between like 29 and 27 and 34 and 33 or whatever is just like, you're probably going to have kids or you might have kids or maybe it's one on the way and then all your friends, of course, around you also. Like I have no doubt in my mind that whenever the first person in your friend group has a kid, especially Asian Girl Squad in particular, there's no world, no chance, no world that somebody else, if not somebody's else, are not pregnant by the time that kid is born.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because I'm interested to see like how our friendship dynamics change, like as we move into that like next stage or chapter.
Right.
I think Tiff will be pregnant first.
Okay. Why do you think that?
She wants a baby the most out of all of us.
And does Matt agree with you?
Definitely not.
Okay, got it.
Definitely not. And I think Tiff will be first. And then I think Rem and I could duke it out for whoever's next. Then Mia just doesn't want kids.
Right.
So Mia will always get to be the cool aunt.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so that's
that
one
stresses me out. That right there stresses me out. Yeah. The cool aunt. Like, what did you do with Mia? Oh,
you got tattoos.
Oh, that's a fun piercing. And your mom doesn't know. Okay. So I'm the one bringing you back right now. Your mom doesn't know about this. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Mia will be the fun aunt. And so she'll always be the fun aunt though. You know what I mean? So that helps, like, I feel like, stabilize our friend group. So there'll always be one person who doesn't have a kid. So maybe we won't have that same effect. Like the chain reaction of pregnancies.
Maybe.
Also, if Tiff gets pregnant first and we're all like, oh shit, that looks like fucking hell. Like that might work in reverse effect.
Right.
Remy spent the day with a baby the other day, and she used to like always be like, oh yeah, I'm so excited for kids.
Right.
She spent 2 hours with this kid and she was like, I'm covered in slobber. My phone is covered in slobber. My dogs are freaking out and I need a nap. She's like, I am not ready for children. And she had like a 2-hour taste of not even full-time babysitting, like just hanging out with the mom and the kid with child.
Yeah. Yeah. But I also think there's things that like freak you out more. You're like, is it okay? It's doing that thing again. You're like, oh no, that happens. It's okay.
I mean, I feel like obviously dogs and babies are not the same species, but
that is a fact.
The one thing that I will say that I think having a dog for the very first time helps prep you for is like the amount of times that I Googled, is this normal? Is this okay? Can he eat this? At what age can they do this? When are they allowed to do, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you probably go through all of that same shit over and over again with a human.
I noticed that the parents were either cheering or holding with just bated breath every time that one of them would walk up to the person that was in the little Jeep and go, can I have a turn? And everyone would just get really quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. We're like,
and you'd hear, yeah.
And we'd go, whoa, sharing.
Yeah.
What was it? Daniel Tiger or something? Daniel Tiger is
not sure.
It was one of the kids' show, and they were like, yes, Daniel Tiger, because that's where their kid learned how to share.
Well, we didn't realize that half these kids were put into a pod.
Yeah,
which is
pod
where
learning.
they learn when like the families all got tested and were safe. They would then learn and educate each other.
That's the move though. Like if you're able to have that kind of privilege to do like
Right.
a pod learning situation, because
Totally.
like the amount of parents I feel like that I knew that were just going absolutely fucking insane, like homeschooling their kid while also trying to maintain a job while also all living in the same space. Like that sounds like a nightmare. It's not a secret. It's not. It's also not something that I try to hide. That your girl likes shoes.
Oh, that's actually part of the ad read. I thought that was just a statement.
Oh yeah. No,
A statement of a factual statement.
I mean, can it be both? 'Cause
Zero
it's
false
both.
advertising here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
both. It's both.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like our closet reminds me of your shoe problem at least every other day, but that's generous.
I just want everyone to know that Jeremy does have a massive shoe collection of which he wears almost none of. But we'll save that for a vlog one day.
Yeah, and they're neatly put into their place.
Mine are neat too. Okay, we're gonna move on. Today's sponsor, Shoedazzle. Shoedazzle is pretty much the best thing to happen to online shopping. Log on to their website, take a style quiz, and then shop from hundreds of styles curated just for you. That's right, Tilly's shoes curated to fit your style. What more could you want?
You can choose to either check out as a guest, or become a VIP member and get access to that early exclusive new style collection and collaboration that you didn't even know you need, but you need. And being a VIP also means you get 30% off all day, every day.
That is majorly dangerous. Oh my God, that's a big percent.
No. So actually, it's not applicable for you. You don't get 30%
Oh,
off.
so it's everyone except for me.
Yeah,
Got
because
it.
you're not a Tilly.
I am. What do you mean? I'm a founding Tilly.
You are Wild Till 9.
I love shopping on Shoedazzle for heels and sandals. I really do. With their amazing prices, I feel good about purchasing a pair of heels, even if I only wear them not super often when going out, because again, that's not just a super often occasion for me. So log on to Shoedazzle now to start your collection of cute shoes. Go to shoedazzle.com/wild9 to start. Thank you, Shoedazzle, for sponsoring.
Thanks, Shoedazzle.
Finding cute, comfortable, and affordable lingerie can be a daunting task, but not anymore with Savage X Fenty. Savage X Fenty has bras and undies that feel like they were made for you.
That's right.
Their pieces, you know what though? Like, you're right. You're right. That's right. And it is right.
Yeah, I've seen them on you. They were literally made for me.
They were
For you to wear.
Okay, got it. For you, for me, for you. For you, for me, for you. For you.
FM.
Their
Yes.
pieces really are aimed to make you feel your most comfortable, which is how lingerie should always feel.
You are comfortable. I've noticed you in them feeling comfortable or looking comfortable, but it's really just, you also really look good too.
Thanks, babe.
You can just pick up wherever you left off.
Got it. I have been living in the flocked logo unlined bra. If you guys saw that in my last video or so, it's super cute. It's the hot pink one.
It's definitely, is he still not my line?
No, it's still not your line.
It's still cute.
Still cute,
Super
still cute,
cute,
still
yeah.
not your line. It is so comfortable, but again, very, very cute.
Yeah.
By becoming an extra VIP, you'll save 25% on every style every day, plus free shipping on orders over $49. Access to specially priced VIP sets and early access to shop the newest drops. The best part is there is no commitment to buy or spend, and you can easily skip the month if you'd like. Shop my favorite Savage X Fenty styles at www.savagex.com/wild9.
Savage X Fenty has hundreds of exclusively designed pieces that you can't find anywhere else, available in an extensive range of sizes from 32A to 42H and XS to 3X. Right now, you can get 2 bras for $29. Lauren,
That's a steal.
are you writing this down?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
Yep.
that's 2 bras for $29. $29, 2 bras?
That's what I'm saying. That's a really good deal.
Plus 50% off everything else with your first VIP order?
It's a good deal.
Oh my God. Really?
Really.
Is this a typo?
No.
Wow. Savage is, wow. That is savage. Now I get it. Okay. Just go to savagex.com/wild9 to get started. Once again, just for everyone who didn't pay attention, savagex.com/wild9. Head on over and get started. Thank me later. Do you like teaching?
I think it depends who the recipient is
Okay.
of the teaching.
Okay.
I feel like I'm an energy sponge and I'm also really sensitive.
Yeah, I don't like, I'm going to go out on a limb and have a bold thing to say here.
Uh-oh.
If the two of us needed to teach someone something that we were both generally okay at or whatever, and we didn't know who the person was that was going to be needing to be taught, I would volunteer myself first before you.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. More because I think I enjoy the mental puzzle that is, how do I break down this little barrier or this little wall, this human, and try and like get behind it and make them feel comfortable so that I can teach them something. And also, how do I make them realize that they can do it before they even believe that they can do it? I enjoy that.
I don't really care about that. I just want them to learn, and I want them to be happy with the teaching that I delivered. I'm not cut up for this.
I don't think you're going to be a good teacher.
I'm not cut up for that. Yeah, no. I mean, that's why I'm not in a fucking teaching position. There's no world where I ever was like, I'd like to be a teacher.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, like when I did want to be a teacher, it's because I enjoyed the kid that didn't believe in themselves,
right,
and didn't believe that they were able to do something.
Yeah.
Because I loved just like unlocking simple things that made them go, oh, I can do that. Cool. You've never related with anything less. I'm just looking. I'm looking at your face and doing that.
Well, I taught music for 4 years. I taught piano and guitar to like kids forever.
4 children.
And I mean,
it was a job.
It was a good teacher. I was a good teacher, but it was a job.
Why were you a good teacher?
I was a good teacher because I'm empathetic.
Okay.
And I am kind.
Okay.
And I'm relatively funny with kids. I feel like I can be goofy with kids. And I also understand what it feels like to have not practiced for a week. You know what I mean? Or to come back and still be shitty at the same song when you come back for a week. You know what I mean? Like I empathized a lot there. And so like, I feel like a lot of teachers would probably give their students a lot of shit for it. But like at the end of the day, that doesn't change the outcome that they didn't practice for a week and we're still in the same spot that they were the week before.
Got it. Yeah.
I'm just nice. Like I feel like I'm nice and I am empathetic, and I feel like that has a lot of good pieces to being a teacher, but it's not the well-roundedness that a strong teacher is.
Right. Okay. That's fair.
The one thing that I am super nervous for, outside of basically everything in my life, is the just like what feels like an uphill battle with social media. And like the best example that I can use is even having a dog that you publicly own and share things about on social media. Like everyone in the comments immediately becomes a veterinarian, an animal specialist, and an animal behavioralist. And they tell you exactly what you're doing wrong, how it should be done, what they should be eating. Oh, they can't do that. Your nails aren't trimmed right. You know what I mean? So
Meanwhile, our friends at our vet, and what I'm thinking in particular, every time we say the most, like, we only talk to her specifically when things are going wrong.
Yeah, semi-emergencies.
And every time she's like, oh, they do that sometimes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like Moose literally was like pooping blood. And so she
was like, send a picture. I want to see how
much. She was
much.
like, send a picture.
And like showed her, and she's like, yeah, see that? You know, I can see that. That's really on the fence. Yeah. I would wait it out 24 more hours. You're fine.
No. She said that she's like, oh, well, like, did he eat something weird? And I was like, yeah, specifically he ate a piece of rope. And she was like, great. She's like, there's tears in his booty hole and he's like got a little bit of blood.
I don't think she said there's tears in his booty hole.
That's exactly what she said. Scientific terms.
Tears in his booty hole.
Tears in his booty hole.
Okay.
It almost sounds like a song. Tears in his booty hole.
You started, I'll go from there, yeah.
So
tears
in the booty hole.
Tears.
Tears in the booty hole. Tears in the booty hole. Tears in the booty hole.
Well, there's the intro.
There's the intro. But no, I like see how critical people are of just like animal related things.
People are critical about any and everything that they feel like they can just like,
right. Oh my God, 100%.
Yeah.
And like,
people are mean, fuck them.
But like when it's the closest thing to your heart, like I can't even imagine how hard that could be. Because parenting is hard. It's not like there's a certain way to do something. So you can't be like with a math equation, you're like, there's a very one simple way, well, maybe not simple, but there's one specific way to get from A to B. And with parenting, there's not.
Well, actually, there's usually a few ways. A lot of times there's a couple ways you can get to something. But yeah, I mean, just there's one right answer. The answer is correct.
How do you feel like this is going?
Not good.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm right with you. But also like, fuck, it's your kid. As long as your intentions are good, you're going to make hella mistakes. Hella mistakes. Whatever. That's not like the mistakes are not the problem. It's how you correct the mistakes. And don't listen to anybody on the internet to tell you how to do what it is. Like it is literally your natural job.
I just feel like it'd be so hard to like be trying so hard as a parent. And then if someone tells you that you're not doing it right, whether it be, because my mom and I have talked about this before too, is that like, even when it's just like your offline friends, people are always critical of how to parent. And so I can't imagine how hard it is to feel like you're frustrated, things aren't going right, but you're trying so hard, and then someone tells you that you're doing it wrong.
But why would you take advice or even listen to someone that you don't respect their opinion in the first place?
I think it's just impossible to not when there's a million people screaming things at you.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's why I'm not famous. One of the many reasons.
I don't know. I don't know.
To me, I'm not correct at everything that I do, but I did it the way that I did it because it seemed like the best idea or the best reason at the time. And tomorrow I might wake up and go, wow, what an idiot. But like today, it was what I thought was the correct version. So that's why I did it.
I'm just too sensy for the internet.
You're a sensy bear.
I know.
I get
Sensy
it.
bear.
Yeah.
I'm a sensy bear. Sometimes I even think about like, would I even post my child on social media? Because I'm like, the thought of like having to receive the criticism on that level as well. Like, I don't know if I could handle it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any specific opinion about it. I think the important piece is like, I think monetizing a child is an issue.
Yeah.
I think monetizing for you in particular, there's no world where you're one of your biggest and best positive, amazing attributes is that you can critically solve things that are, I think some people would find complex and make them simple in the sense of like, oh, let me just engineer how we can get a shortcut to you getting a straw in that sippy cup a little bit easier than the manufacturer thought so. Like little things like that. And I think you'll be able to like share little tips along the way, but I don't think that's necessarily like, look at the child and look what I did with the kid. It's just like, I think you're going to constantly see things that have like area for improvement and you're just going to do them because you're creative in that way.
Yeah, maybe. Is that my mommy blogger phase of my YouTube career?
I'm not sure.
I don't know either. I will say though, there are so many incredible laws that are now put in place. And I know there's a lot of criticism for like how platforms themselves can be doing more, but there are specific like entertainment laws so that kids, if they do find themselves in the spotlight, a certain percentage of that money goes into a fund that they can't touch until they're 18, 16, 18? I think it's 18. And how many hours you're allowed to work technically. And so like, I think that industry has come a long way.
Yeah. The problem is, of course, that's common fare in New York and California and all the big states. But like, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that let's say for the reason somebody popped off in Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota.
It's like the sketchy family channels in Iowa where the kids are getting completely exploited.
There's some person that has a family channel in Iowa who's like, we were targeted. We don't know who you are.
I literally, if you paid me $100,000, I could not point to Iowa on a map, and I there's no one specific that I'm targeting right now.
We'll work on that later. But yeah,
what's it near?
Illinois, up and to the left.
Up and to the left. I thought Illinois is to the right.
Well, Illinois is to the right of Iowa, right and down.
Huh. Yeah. Still couldn't point it out.
Anyway, the point is, yeah, there's the rules, but of course it's a kid. They don't know that those rules exist for them unless they're being told that.
Right.
And someone has the best interest. At the end of the day, as long as the parent has the best interest in mind and they like don't surround themselves with idiots that enable their stupid behavior. Because that's the thing. You have to be able to like, I think there's a healthy balance of like, oh, just a million people telling you how stupid you are on the internet versus your friends going, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Is there anybody, this is very random, but this is a thing that I might have to deal with in the next couple days here. So I'm trying
Couple days?
Yeah. Is there anybody that you don't think that you could work with because they're such a star?
Oh yeah, 100%. What do you mean? Like literally anyone that has, I like, actually that's not true. Brie Larson was probably the first person that I ever worked with that was like an A-list celebrity.
Right.
And she was genuinely, I felt oddly, and maybe it's because she was in that moment transitioning from mainstream celebritydom over to like YouTube. Celebritydom, yeah. Over to.
That's also scientific.
Yes, of course, yes. Over to like digital side of things in entertainment. So I felt like because she had sought me out to help her with a specific project that it made me a little bit less nervous because she was coming into my realm and not vice versa.
Right.
So I didn't go into that being super, super nervous, but like that was genuinely the most incredible, like positive experience. And I'm so glad because I feel like if you worked with an A-list celebrity and it was horrible, you might be like a little jaded about like, if celebrity, and obviously that's like a very umbrella statement, but if your first interaction is like not great, I'd be scared to meet, you know, people always say like, oh, don't meet your idol in case they don't live to the expectations of how you have them in your head. Brie Larson went above and beyond and exceeded every expectation I could ever have as like the representative of the A-list celebrities of Los Angeles.
Right.
Because she was so sweet. But there are definitely people that I don't know what I would do or say. Like, I think I would just clam up and
You just freeze up.
I just freeze up. Yeah. And I wouldn't know what to say. And I would only be able to say something if I were spoken to. And I'd be fine if I was spoken to.
Right.
But like, I would just be like, oh my God, like
You would need me to put like intro lines into any and everything?
intro lines, or I was not envisioning you there, to be honest. I was like, what if I was in a situation where I was next to Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds by myself and I could only speak when spoken to?
I assure you, if you are next to Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, I will weasel my way into that room.
You'll weasel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I weasel.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of people. I met Will Smith though. He was super nice. And that wasn't the same like scale of like working together that was Brie Larson. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, most like big celebrities, like if I met Robert Downey Jr., like I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Okay, so do you think that it's their celebrity dumb that makes them hard to work with, or
Hard to work with.
or makes it difficult for you
To function.
to function next to them, or is it like the idol, or like it's not real? Like I guess my thought would be, would it be equally as hard for you to work with someone who's just an A-list celebrity as it is the Nobel Peace Prize winning ex of this, who's not famous, but
Right. I think it'd be the same. It's more of like a respect thing. I don't know why I keep coming back to like, oh, I couldn't speak unless spoken to, because like I don't want to take up their air and their time. I don't know what that says about me, but like I just don't want to waste their time asking them something stupid or like a conversation not worthy of their time.
But like anybody who genuinely feels and comes at any situation with like, oh, you're not worth my time, or don't speak to me unless you speak to me in the way that I want to be spoken to.
Oh,
like,
totally.
Cast to them. You don't want to work with them anyway.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yes. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I don't know. Why do you feel like that?
No, you just know that I might have to do that this week.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say who.
Right.
On the off chance that it
happens.
ends up happening. But like, yeah, I've been around a lot of famous people in a lot of work environments. In fact, I would go so far as to say that I might have had more work environment with famous people than you have, just because you're more on the like, oh, everything's already discussed business wise. You're doing it. And I'm like on like the lead up to it. Mm. And most really famous people are awkward in the room when it comes to business.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think to build upon my point of awkwardness before,
right?
I should have mentioned that it would heavily depend on the environment, because like if it was, for example, like I did this HBO Max promotional shoot, and so there were like a few like big athletes, a few big actors,
huge,
and huge, yeah, like very large.
Yeah, like go to anywhere in the world and go, who is this?
And they would know.
That's this person.
Right, because it was taking talent from HBO Max, and like there's obviously a lot of really talented people on HBO Max.
Including Lauren Raymond.
Streamcraftopia. and season 2 dropping soon. And like in that environment, I'm like, oh, like we're all equals here. Right. And I should have that energy elsewhere in the world if I were to run into them at Target, but I don't. I don't have that energy. And I think it's probably a confidence thing on my side. But in those environments, I'm not like a shy individual, or like I lose my cannot speak unless spoken to mindset.
Just walking up forward, just oh, hello.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's funny that people, well, in my own, like, coming from my own perspective, the thing that I fear more than like not being able to like operate or speak to them is that I'm going to assume that this individual is the thing that I think they are from their public facing persona.
Right.
And I'm going to be too comfortable with that personality when I shouldn't be comfortable enough with that personality right from the get-go.
Because you don't actually know them.
Because I don't actually know this person, but like everyone in the world knows them for these things. And I'm just going to like, oh, good to see you. How are you? This. And it's like, you don't know that person.
Right.
Stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like there's pros and cons there. Like, okay, on like the negative side, like obviously like that's probably too intrusive and like it like not socially appropriate.
I'm sure there's a balance there.
But there's a balance there.
We'll see if I hit it.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Next week, I'll let you know.
We'll see how you landed there. But I also feel like too, like I'm sure, and maybe it's only half and half, I'm sure some celebrities would rather that approach than my approach, where I'd be like awkwardly shy and quiet.
Right.
And so again, I'm sure there's a balance there.
I might call it situational.
Might call it situational.
Might
call it situational. Who's the most famous person you've ever, two questions. Who's the most famous person you've ever seen and like been in the same room with? And who's the most famous person you've ever met?
Well, seen. I mean, I've been to like, I've sat on like the ground floor of the Grammys before. So it's like,
all right.
That Beyonce.
Mine was like Tom Hanks.
Right. The person I like met and had a conversation with, Jennifer Lopez is up there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I've lost track of famous. I feel like people are just like famous at this point.
Everyone's just famous?
Yeah, because, okay. Also because all of these like people that we grow up with and that we are like close and are on texting basis with, if assuming they don't fall off or do anything stupid or continue to just be in and around the public limelight for the next 30 years, like they'll be legends by the time they die.
That's true.
I think the vast majority of them will for sure fall off or do something stupid or not want to be famous forever because it's taxing and tolling and Botox is only so good.
Right.
But like assuming that, you know, I don't know, 1 out of the 100 people that we're close to at this point that are huge on the internet or their show or this or that, like
stay huge.
They'll be legends.
Yeah, that's true.
And like all the people that we know and are related to or even, you know, spawn off will go, I can't believe you knew this person. To which I'm going to say, fuck you, kid. I made you.
You're talking to your child.
Yes.
Got it. I made you. I literally made you. I thought that you were saying that to like a random person. And it was like, I was like, oh, that's kind of mean. And then I realized it was like your literal offspring.
Yeah, my little offspring. Yeah. I can be mean to them. Probably shouldn't be for just trauma purposes. But you know, in this story, we're going to pretend that the trauma doesn't exist. And we're just going to be,
no trauma.
Long
no
story
trauma.
short.
Yeah. BetterHelp.com/WT9.
WT9. That's
what I said.
BETTER. HELP.
Oh my God, I got a BetterHelp sponsor on my YouTube channel.
Wow.
And I'm not kidding. Like I was writing down all of like the talking points for like the ad read at the beginning of the video. And I was like, do I know this by heart? I think I know this by the back of my hand right now. Like I think that I could recite this whole thing without a
script.
script.
Do you just want to hop right into it?
Watch, we're going to have a BetterHelp. While we're recording this, we don't know if we have a BetterHelp sponsor,
we
don't. Okay. Well, BetterHelp.com/WT9.
Damn right.
Oh my God, but literally I was reading, I was like, what? This is so familiar. I know this by heart.
Isn't it insane that we are about to come up on the 1-year anniversary of this pod?
I know.
And
we're actually, also just a heads up now, we are taking my birthday week off.
And which
is the literal 1-year anniversary of the pod.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing quite like celebrating with nobody.
With nobody. Yeah. Well, we launched it August 11th.
We did. That's right. We launched it for your birthday.
On my birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me.
Because I remember I made that joke of like, you know how influencers like to like launch things on days that mean nothing to anybody else besides them. And you were like, then why then we shouldn't watch it? It means something to me. Stupid story.
I have that same, I have the same rebuttal to that. So
yeah, we launched the pod.
Actually, no, we might not be taking that week off. It might be the week after that. Anyways.
Okay. Well, now you're just lying.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to mentally prep. The Tillies got mad at us last time.
They definitely got mad at us.
Yeah, didn't like mentally prep them for the week off. So sometime in August, around my birthday, I'm taking a week off. It's going to be in Canada with my family and I'm very excited.
What if I decided to do the podcast without you?
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah. Ooh, I should ask. Well, continue that later.
Yeah. Well, no, because I've always said that like if there's a week where you're too busy, I want to boot you off and do Asian Girl Squad.
We're not taking a week off. We're doing the pod.
We're doing the pod?
You're not doing the pod, but I'm doing the pod.
I love that though for me, a week off.
And I have somebody in mind.
Oh, wait, but then who's going to make the thumbnail?
You are.
Okay.
If you have anybody in mind that you'd like to see, feel free to comment below and do that. Actually, I don't really care. Guess who you think is going to be on the podcast.
I know who's going to be on the podcast.
You know who's going to be on the podcast.
I know who's going to be on the podcast.
You already know.
I'm
already
so excited.
know.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Wow.
Unspoken new guest happening.
Our network's
not
gonna
taking a
love that.
week off. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Maybe take the week after that off.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll figure it out. TBD on all of that. I'm excited. There were so many, not to circle back again on this weird like 2-year-old birthday extravaganza.
It was enlightening for us.
We left that and being like, oh my God. It was the first kid's birthday party I'd ever been to in like a very, very long time. Like in LA, I've never been to a kid's birthday party in LA.
I think it was the first time I'd been to a kid's birthday party in Los Angeles with a friend of mine that was close, that I feel as a peer,
right?
Who had a child that I wasn't like just going to like, oh, this kid's birthday party that like is doubling as like an event. Like, no, like, it was just a kid's birthday party that like,
oh, that was Leo's birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like the first time I felt like I related to the parents as a peer, as opposed to like, oh, I'm a ways off, but like I'm like ironically going to this birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just our friends, kids.
I could not believe how many well-dressed, rich parents with equally well-dressed children there were.
Yeah.
Oh, and also one of our favorite things about kids that we learned about, I feel like, or not learned about, but were reintroduced to, was just how honest kids are. That shit was so funny. There was a girl sitting at the cute little picnic table eating her slider burger. And she was like, she did not want to be away from that slider. She just wanted to be there eating the little burger. No interest. And Leo was in the pool because it was a pool party. And I forget what her name was, but they were like, oh, sweetie, like, do you want to go swim with Leo? And deadpan with chunks of slider in both hands just goes, no. And just like, I in that moment, I was like, I need to be more like this little kid. I need to say no to things when I don't want to do them. It's like, wow, that was a teachable moment right there.
Yeah.
It's a teachable moment.
When did we learn to stop trusting our gut?
When did we learn
like first grade?
Oh, yeah, I know.
So we make kids do 10 years of school they don't want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she lost. She's going to lose that honesty, that level of honesty that she now has.
Libby,
at age
do
3.
this. No. Yes. Why? Cause. Okay.
Okay. And there it is.
Yeah.
It was so honest though. And they just, and like, I wonder if it's because baby brains are so busy being baby brains, but like one of the kids that was in the little automatic baby car thingy was like, just looks like there was just nothing going on his face. Like he was just so, no emotion showing on his face. Yeah, just no emotion whatsoever. And he was, I think, probably having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I think
it
was just processing so much information in the world. Like the baby brain was just soaking up everything.
But I think there are people that are just natural observers and like are more reactive, and people that are just like, yeah, I'm just me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. My cousin was one of those, yeah, I'm just me kind of kids.
Yeah.
Like I was social and I was sensitive and I like wanted to learn things and do things. And my cousin just like he slept for almost his entire first year of life.
I believe that.
It was insane.
I know who you're talking about.
And then like when he would get upset, like, or just didn't want to hang out with anyone anymore, he would just go take his Game Boy and sit in this like one coat closet that was like kind of built into the stairs. And he just didn't, when he was done, he was done. He just didn't want to be a part of it.
But like, I think that is so indicative of like the way that he does the rest of his life as well too.
Oh, nothing has changed.
Right. Like I genuinely, as far as nature and nurture are concerned, like I know exactly how he operates in just about if you were to tell me, okay, this scenario, it's this.
Yes.
My favorite is like people that that I work with, but I've never met before. And we get on these Zoom calls and it's like, they know that they're supposed to take a meeting. They don't have enough information to actually start a conversation. And they're hoping that I give them an intro or a start or a way to like know how to respond or act. And so every once in a while, I'm just in a mood. I'm just like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know,
Go ahead.
Oh, I guess we're really more in the exploratory phase. Sure. What do you want to explore? I guess like what it is like that you guys do. And I'm just like, oh my God, you're so by the book. You're so not creative. You're just existing and just waiting for someone else to do it. Makes no sense to me.
I feel like at work though, a lot of people probably just like go through phases of just existing though.
Fair.
Also, there's either a thunderstorm or the biggest plane of our entire life just flew over our house.
I think they rerouted some planes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
When I go back to Canada, I'm really hoping that I get to hear a thunderstorm. California, it hasn't. I miss thunderstorms so much. I also just like miss rain. It hasn't rained in so. California desperately needs rain, but like on an emotional front, I would love for some rain.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. I just miss rain. I miss rain.
I get it.
Like cozy days inside.
6 months.
Oh my God. Yeah. I couldn't even. No, you know what? It rained a tiny bit on the one day that Moose and I wanted to go for a hike.
Yeah.
Bubbies was not happy.
Not pleased.
He was not pleased.
Not pleased.
I made him go still.
He's been really getting good at the water sports thing.
Well,
when do you put your kid in water? Like, I don't know when I learned how to swim, but I knew how to swim.
I was in water very early.
Yeah. I think I was too. And I would like, a great idea too, because there's nothing like, you don't want to be the kid at age 5 or 6 that has to do like a full on like life jacket, this, that, everything else.
Also, Tiff, literally for my birthday last year in Palm Springs, we should have put a life jacket on her because she doesn't know how to swim. Yeah, she doesn't know how to swim. A lot of my friends in Toronto actually grew up not knowing how to swim and not knowing how to ride a bike. It's just people who live in like hardcore cities.
See, Midwest, you have to just get used to, like, you have to know how to drive in the ice and the snow.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be ready for tornadoes. You got to know when you can and can't shower because there are thunderstorms, right?
What do you mean?
Well, depending on what body of water you're in and everything is, able to be grounded, you wouldn't want to be like your house to be struck by lightning when you're in the middle of a bathtub.
Oh. Never thought about that before.
I mean, maybe that was just folklore or something that my mother told me as an urban myth that she also was incorrect on. But I'm pretty sure there's a world where, depending on if you're sitting in water and you
And your whole house gets struck?
Yeah.
That feels like a myth. Will you Google that right now so we can debunk this live?
I'd rather let the Tillies tell me how stupid I am.
There seems like a lot of opportunities for that electricity to get grounded before it goes into
You would think
the water.
If not, a serious thing that probably should be fixed yeah. I just think it's like if it hits like a plumbing line of sorts. I'm not sure. Not sure. Shit, you don't have to worry about it in California.
Yeah.
It's earthquakes
Yeah,
that you
I
can't really
guess.
prepare for. So like just make sure you've bolted the things to the wall and that's about it.
I wonder, I can't wait to find out if that's a folklore that Donna told you or not. We were just talking about this the other day in the pool, is that like there's so many kids
In a pool, you for sure could get electrocuted.
Well, no, I was going to talk about how like when everyone told you like, oh, the chlorine in the pool will turn blue or green if you pee.
Lies. Pee away, kids.
That stopped me from peeing in every pool for my entire life.
Yeah. No.
My entire life.
I was never told that lie, actually.
Oh, and that's why you pee in pools.
I don't feel like, no, we don't. No.
Uh-huh. And you never pee. Okay.
Your lawyer will be hearing from mine.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's so nice.
Slander.
But that's one of the like folklore things that I always, that and what's another one?
Ooh, everyone needs to blow for the people the real ones that have made this far. What's the thing that you were told as a kid that was a thing to get you to stop doing that thing?
Right.
That was never a fucking thing.
It was not. When I sucked when I sucked my thumb as like a little baby, my mom told me that I would give myself buck teeth because you're pushing out on your teeth when you're sucking your thumb. I'm sure that is completely folklore.
I sucked my thumb until like last year.
And your teeth are fine.
There's
right? There's either there is a cargo plane over our house right now.
Alien apocalypse.
Yeah, right? I
level
know.
of, not sure. Anyway, yeah, I want to hear below, comment, do all the things.
Your
Yes.
folklore. That
Yes.
one, and if you cross your eyes for too long, they'll get stuck like that.
I still believe that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
This has been a really good week for us personally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we're only going to have some really exciting things to roll on out probably after your birthday. But nonetheless, yes.
Can't wait to see what you get me.
We've got some guest appearances coming up.
Yes.
We've got some pretty good guests that we don't have lined up that are going to definitely get lined up.
Yes.
And Lauren's going to be 28 and just 1 year closer to being just dry
Death.
and wither away.
Death. Closer to death.
I hope it was a great week in Latvia,
Oh,
South
yeah.
Africa,
Thinking
Nicaragua,
about you.
United Kingdom. Really sorry for the entire, all the Tillies in England that it's not coming home. Congrats to Italy.
That it's not.
Football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then everybody else in Singapore
Norway.
and all the Norwegian fans.
And all the Norwegian fans.
All right, Tillies. See you next week.
Bye.